the first time that I visited Taos, New Mexico, and went to go see the Pueblo Indians and everything. I didn't really want to be there. My mom made me go, but then I realized how amazing it was. I'm not in Kansas anymore, I thought. On a flight, flying, confined, endless waiting anticipation. My restless bones are aching. Dozing, bouncing, boundless head, side to side, cold, warm, cold. Odd smells, impatience, infant crying, landing. Staring in the moonlight, taking notice. Head fallen back upward, dropping back on my ankles, tilted way back. Catching my balance, woozy, odd as my mouth and my eyes. Just look at those stars. Are they always like this? These stars are telling a story. No, stories. Stories of a time when native tribes conquered the lands that these stars shine upon. It was free, taken only by the act of being a part of the earth. Being the first to arrive and see treasure in the land, of a time when people gathered, dwelled, and worshipped the earth with the stars. They looked up and down, the stars and the earth, and their eyes saw a deep religion in this act, praying to them. Their mouths tasted the earth like a molten, decadent dessert, the dessert of their gods. They lapped up the earth as if their world were an ice cream treat that would only melt away from the sun, and it would. Those women and men were native to this land, which we've landed on. They shared DNA with all of God's creatures that hid here. In these bushes, amongst the piney, prickly, precious forests, they were lovers to the canyon mountain that whispered sweet nothings to them. The original artists who found vision in the beauty that surrounded them, making everlasting love to a place and time that birthed an era. They were a compass guide through a wooded, haunted forest of spirituality. Their coffee cake flavored skin soaked up the most demanding sun. They were the first here to sweeten their souls by day from use of the rays, freshly baking their skin with sweet mocha flavored perfection. They were the first here to weave luminous moonlit hair, flowing long and feathery, feathered by the nest of the robins who sang them secrets that only they shared with these boundless creatures. The wild air, it would blow a harmonious tune only for them. A dancing, drunken tune. A tune that was laced with the fungus of the earth and the smoke in the air. A tune that harbored their peace-flavored mystery. An earth-toned story that was both ancient and wise, the most rare of tunes. Their dreams caught with coral and turquoise and twine. These dreams that were protected and healed in the hands of their night watchers. Their lineage lived in these lands. Only their kindred souls embodied these stars. Their solid bones were made from the roots of the tallest trees of the forests. Their blood flowed from a moonlit river that journeyed through the largest gorge. Their mud-covered hands were used to circulate life from the soil to their earth. Through tough, barren feet and starry eyes and hands that reach for the sky, just look at those stars. Okay, I wrote this one for my boyfriend, Dan. It has been several simultaneous long days. His fingers are now worked to the bone, my body is crazed, mind ajar. God look into his eyes, knowing what I see when I see mine. Saraline me, once famished for it, to see it, my reflection and expectation, faith and reverie. He may not be the warder, but I keep him there, a buried treasure, for I am a pirate, and he is my ex on my hidden island. And awakening upon his sturdy shoulder, the sun just barely shines into that. The old room rocking back and forth with the AC unit shaking the walls, creeping and creaking and waves crashing into it, the doors and the halls. A small twin mattress, an island of three, a pirate, a parrot, and a coconut tree. The old blue porch where the drunken swags creep, but he still sleeps while they drunkenly weep, walking the plank to the home which they keep. Frail and tired, yet strapping and musical, he, him, he shall be my harmonic resting place, his place. Bounding power, laced up boots, a buccaneer with knack and snare muscle. I shall arise there 20 years from now, a stolen supply ship, sails filled with the air of knowing, feeling, fury, crying, birthing, howling, laughing, sighing, Perhaps not, but I buried this there. That mine, these are my treasures. Upon his return, I shall replenish him, nourish him. With sea salt, vitamins, and minerals, the way in which a deep green leafy vegetable assures a multitude of health benefits, shining lighthouse light with forged vitamin D, I shall detoxify him and make love to his needy body, offering him homemade blackberry coconut water, organic antioxidants, seaweed wraps with cardiovascular benefits, swimming in it. It has been several days. My hands long for his hands, fingers scratching down his back both gently and strong, honey-soaked lust upon peanut butter toast, gobble him up. He will take me now, I know, for he told me once that I am his favorite meal. And this last one was inspired by my favorite place in Deep Ellum. This Deep Elm thoroughfare, asphalt and bopping amidst dirty downtown townships and East urban artifacts, with murals of good willingness and vibrant splendor, bloodshot and sapphire, spackling antiquity upon the avenues. Painted faces of the local gods, these relics recently rejuvenated, discovered and uncovered and extracted, silver statues structured, postured and unearthed by a grassroots life force, cultivating a culture of constant ambiguity. Peddlers peddle big stories of adversity, hands out, faces dirty with probability, seeking rather better, but they do not quite know how, heeding fair warnings to wager space right now. The fledgling punks smoke hundreds of butts, scraping their way through a seesaw of drunks. The hum of brick buildings implore a clamor of hands, and howl towards the moon until at least 2 a.m. Long tresses and wild scheme with floppy hats and bohemian scenes. Bogish leather and worn-out souls afoot to seek the souls they know, but do not sleep now, for there is more to show. Heavy tunes in the streets like blackstrap molasses, the fresh expressions lapping it up, feasting on baguettes, toasted in the heat of expectation and belief, dripping down chins, those melting, buttery, intoxicating, sweet, loving, and soppy, tender harmonies. That music is refined, abundant and fresh, with ears to hear, oh so fragrant and ignites a craving, passing out bibs to wipe away the dribs, while the masses lick up the fine-tuned molasses. The artist's art tart, pierced and tattooed, newly picked and freshly vended, faith and dreams posed down on Elm Street again. Modern youths bask at what could not last, ensuing gray ghosts of carousers from the past. And with further to share, this is but a glimpse at this Deep Elm thoroughfare. Thank you.